Java Swing, and we put a checkbox on the toolbar, and we put a checkbox, 3 checkboxes on the panel. And what we're going to do now is put 3 radio buttons on the panel, and then we're going to group them together the way which radio buttons should be grouped together. You should only have one choice. And so that's what we're going to do for this tutorial. So we'll get started. And so we'll go up to the top again. We created 3 check buttons. This made it growable. And so do the same again. What I can do is just cut and paste these for time, because time is important. You want information instantly if possible. And so this becomes it's radio button J radio. That's what it's called. And we'll call it radio 1. So it's a radio station. And what we'll do is just copy this here. And here too. So this is radio button 2, and this is radio button 3. So now we can go down to, this is us declared that we're going to have this variable called radio 1, which of type radio button, which means it's a radio button. Now we've got to initialize it. We made it static because we're going to do this in main, and it's got to be main. Because main is static, these have got to be static. And so this is where we assigned the check. So we'll do the radio here. Radio 1 equals new J radio button, and it's a and we're going to pass a string to say, well, what this radio button's for. So this one is YouTube. You would tick, yeah. Scotland would tick. Me, I would tick. So it's got to have something. And so what we're going to do is it's not a trick question, because what is cool? Is Scotland hot in the summertime? Is it cold in the summertime? If it's not hot and it's not cold, then it must be cool. So Scotland is officially cool, but I don't think that's the true meaning of the word. But anyway, so, and now semicolon. And so we need another 2 of these. And what we need is number 2 and number 3. And why is that here? I've got to check the spelling. I've done a capital again. Sorry, it's got to be lowercase. It's not a class. Everything okay. Now we need to add it to panel 3, the second panel, pan 2 we called it, and so we'll just copy this. Saves time. And so we need to just call it radio. That's us added the 3 radio buttons. Save and run the program. And that's us got the 3 radio buttons. That's the first one, the second one, and the third one. And so I've done Scotland is cool for every single one. That's not good. Scotland is cool. Is Scotland is oh, it should be Scotland is not cool. Is Scotland cool? Change that. Just say Scotland not cool. Ah, you're talking there. So just do that. So Scotland is cool. Scotland not cool. Is Scotland. Scotland could be cool. Drop the S. Could Scotland. There you go. Is Scotland cool? Scotland not cool? Could Scotland be cool? Yeah. Depends what you mean by cool. Scotland's chilled as well, chilled out, because most of the time they're cold. So. Okay, like that's us created 3 radio buttons. Well, as you can see there, it's I don't want anything to change. We'll just stop this. And so, a radio button by default, you don't want to be able to select more than one option. Normally, you give people choices with radio buttons because it's only one choice. Well, with the checkbox, there's more than one choice, and to be right, you've got to select more than one. And if you don't select all the right answers, then it's put down that you don't actually know what you're talking about, because if you knew 100%, you would know that the 3 questions were right and 1 was wrong, and you would know why that was the case. And so you may know it, but you don't know it as well as what you should. That's the way you would use checkboxes. So you can select as many of these as you want, but radio button you can only select 1. So we've got to use the button group for this, and that's what we do. So if I can find where we are here, right. So I'll just type it out and we'll call it PG again, I think. I'm not too sure if I got it on here already. It says PG. PG, yeah. It's not used, so it seems okay. Yeah, it's good then. Talking to myself, so it's good. So now we can do pd.add abstract button, and it's the one radio button, radio 1, radio 2, radio 3 want to add. Radio 2. Radio 3. So that's added. We've added those 3 group, the button group, which means only one will be able. We'll only be able to select 1 at a time. If we select this one, and one of them have been selected, these become unselected just by selecting a different one, automatic. And so we'll run the code just to show you. And so if I select this one, and I go to select this one, that's unselected. And if I go to select this one, that's unselected. And so, but with the checkbox, it's a different story. And so they both have their own purpose. And so you do the radio buttons with the button group class, and you group them all together. Now, see how you've got a checkered box and the radio button here. You can group these together where only one can be selected. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can do that. And so what I'm going to do in the next tutorial, I'm going to change this from layout to one we've not used before, and then I'm going to add the listeners to the radio buttons and the checkboxes, and that'll be like listeners that we've not used. So again, thank you for your time.